All right, folks, welcome back to another fantastic edition of Opali Presents Know Your Pros. Today, we have Dan with the Glassman. The Glassman provides peace of mind and makes cleaning easy for customers throughout Ventura County, Santa Barbara County, LA County as well. 18 years in business. Dan is the guy you got to know if you're calling the Glassman. Dan, thank you so much for being a guest here, man.
Thanks for having me. Thank you so much.
Of course, boss. Well, from the first moment that I called you and called your business, you made an impression on me, and you make an impression on the folks throughout your local community too. You run a business that has values, has a culture to it, and has really well-trained technicians. And I know that creating a business like that doesn't take just, two pennies to rub together, right? How was it that you started this business and got it to where it is? Why did you go out one day and think, man, I'm going to start my own thing?
Yeah. I started a long time ago, obviously, which mentioned 18 years. So I was going to college and I didn't start the company to start a business. It was a job I created for myself during college. But it was less than a year in that what I saw was um unhappy people that complained about the last guy who came out, and I started to get a taste of what happens when trades go bad, when people bring their dirty shoes into your house, and when people crush your bushes while they're walking around the outside. It's an intimate experience to provide home services. When it's done poorly, people aren't left feeling good. So early on, I I've I wanted to build a better community, and I wanted to do better for people. That's how I was raised, and this happened to be the forum that I first introduced me to the trades and home services, which obviously expanded to commercial business services as well. And I just ran with it from there.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that is never an easy thing, obviously, to start. But hearing your response to that last question about why you got started for yourself, easily leads me into that next thing. You talked about intimacy in home services and how when you jump onto a job, you don't want people who come into your house with, crummy shoes or, people who trample your bushes. And with the glass man, I get the sense that that's easily not the experience that folks are going to have. I wanted to ask you why this industry, but then I more specifically want to know why your spin of service on this industry. We talked about the wild west of window washing before
Yeah.
we started recording. Give us that take, man. I mean, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I appreciate that because even as I said, I was alluding to like, well, we're gonna come in with clean shoes and we're gonna take care of your plants outside. Like it's an assumption that everyone does that, and that's not always the case. It means very little for me to say, but hire a bunch of contractors to your house and see how it goes. You start to realize that when you focus on that very few, if any, care about the little things. They come and do their job and leave the rest for you to clean up. So so that's what I came to realize. What is the wild west of window cleaning? Many trades are required in the state of California to have contractors licensing. Window cleaning is not one of them. You can't get a contractor's license. Contractor's license exists to protect the end consumer, to ensure that the person coming out to your house is insured, follows OSHA standards, is charging at fair rates, isn't charging excessive late fees, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of things involved in a contractor's licensing, let alone that they have the proper education. And that doesn't exist for window cleaning. So it's the Wild West. If you want to buy some tools and call yourself a window cleaner, you can go out there and do it. And um, that's something that we combat every day. We're not for everyone. We're for people who value their time and want to save money, and appreciate the experience and the reliability of someone that can truly do that for the long run. And that's what the Glassman does. We're not cheap, but we're going to save you time, and you're going to love it, and you can go focus on what's really important in your life. Because I know that can't be window cleaning and pressure washing your home. You just want to come home and enjoy it.
Right, right. And we talked about how you are a professional window cleaning business, but you do much more than that. You're in commercial and residential cleaning. For windows, you do building maintenance though. You do pressure washing, rain gutter cleaning, solar panel cleaning as well. And we talked about what the difference at the Glassman is, what makes you guys unique, why somebody should call the Glassman over that next guy. I think your previous answer is a pretty good point, but you mentioned it's the experience for people, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's experience. And when we decide we need something done at our home or office, it starts with searching for someone, getting in touch with them, getting quotes, learning more about what they do, hopefully feeling good about that, and then bringing them out to the home, scheduling, when are they going to come, when do they get here, then the work itself, and then when it's done, do I have any problems, who can I call if there's problems, how do I pay, and then can I get in touch with them in the future. That's the whole process all the way through, and we make it easy. I want that we pick up the phone every time. If we don't, we're going to call back right away, and that's because we've already picked up the phone. There's dozens of ways to communicate with us. It's very easy to find us. We invest a lot of money in tech to and all the web stuff to make sure that our search engine optimization is dialed not only for our point, but for the end user. Like, I hope it's easy for them to find the right high quality professional to come out. And then when they call, they should feel good on the phone. They should be able to get what they want quickly. And then schedule quickly, get the kind of reminders they need, know that the company that scheduled them also is getting reminders from their system. So no one forgets. We show up when we're supposed to. The team's trained, they look good. You're like, wow, these guys look good, they're professional. I would have them in my home. I might have to leave because it's a long job. I would trust them there. When something happens, I know I can call the office if something happens. No one's perfect, and we just work to be there. You're not going to be hung out to dry. The experience from beginning to the end is going to be that of a company that cares about you, that's here to listen, here to talk, and to get the job done right. I always say we always get to the finish line. In the Wild West of window cleaning, people call and they're like, this guy didn't show up. I have a wedding next weekend. He just stopped coming around. I couldn't find him. I couldn't find his number, which these are the things we hear. And those are the parts of the experience that should be easy, not frustrating. And lastly, we want to make a long-term, I would like to find long-term value and set people up in a long-term maintenance plan, just like we clean our teeth, so that we don't have to worry about it. So you can do what you do best and come home to come from the business you love and where that felt nice because it was clean, to the home you love and that feels nice because it's clean, and just enjoy your life. And we hope to do that for our community. If I may take a few more minutes, I think the other side of that is
Yeah, go for it.
is that we want to coach, train, and support leaders. That I want to provide a place where people can have a great job in the organization that I just described and enjoy what they're doing and feel good about it and love a job outside working with tools, supporting the community they live in.
I mean, all I'm thinking when I'm hearing you give this response here, Dan, is like, I wish that there were more home service professional owners who were like you, who prioritize those right things, not only the experience of their employees, but the experience of the customer, and just bringing a business out into the open with values and exceptional service like what you guys deliver each day at the Glassman.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah. I talked to a heck of a lot of them, man. I'll tell you that. And yours is incredibly unique. So before we wrap that up, I do want to encourage you all to check out the link in the description for all of Dan's information and where you can find his business at the Glassman. But Dan, tell our viewers yourself, where can they find you? How can they get in touch with the Glassman?
www.theglassmanwindowwashing.com. And if you're looking for a job, /jobs. That's how you can find us. We're available online. We're on Instagram, the Glassman Window Washing, Facebook, Glassman Window Washing, Google the Glassman. We're going to pop up. You can call us at 805-218-4660, and we'd love to help.
Beautiful. Dan, thank you for coming on here and telling your story, boss. And again, folks, Ventura County, Santa Barbara County, a little bit of LA County. If you're around and you got scummy windows, a crummy building, call the Glassman. Get these guys out there for the best service in the industry. Dan, thanks again.
Appreciate it. Thank you.